From hot and dry, sunny California, it's the Suzanne Summer Show. And here she is. Woo!
Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so great to live with a live-in announcer. How many of you have that? They say I'm the girl who has everything. I do. I have a live-in announcer. And he's a pro. I mean, he kind of did stuff like that for a living, amongst other things, besides being Johnny Carson of Canada, which I'm so proud of. I'm proud of you, Alan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Isn't that nice?
I've been proud of you for a long time.
And vice versa. Actually, when I met you, I couldn't believe you asked me out.
And I couldn't believe you came.
How great. And here we are, 54 years later, and it gets better and better and better. Hey, Caroline, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, guys. How are you?
I'm so happy to, I always love this show. This is our SUZANNE Selects, because those of you who are my age, you remember a time when there were no such things as catalogs, right? And then I remember, I think I've told you this before, that
there were no fax machines either.
No fax machine, no cell phones.
No cell phones.
No internet, no social media, no computers. Nothing. We grew up in pioneer times.
And we were happy.
Maybe happier. I don't know. But without social media, I wouldn't have this with you. And we do this 3 times a week for those of you who are new to the show tonight. And I look forward to it all day long. It's so great. We talk about everything. It's a excuse me, a dialogue that never stops. And thank you. Well, thank you. Here's Michael, who's just brought me a tequila. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Thanks, Michael. See you tomorrow. Good night. Anyway, how lucky am I? Anyway.
You look like you're at the best spa in the world.
I am at the best spa in the world here. It's so beautiful here. It's 100 degrees today. I'm happy because I'm in this dress. And what I'm doing now, because you know I've sold my house. We're only going to be here for another few months. And so I'm going through, I'm giving away, I'm giving to charity, all the clothes that I never thought I'd ever wear again. And the last time I ever wore this dress, I went to the McCallum Theater here in Palm Springs. And it was Pink Martini. Have any of you ever seen the live show of Pink Martini? If not, go, run.
Oh, what a fun night that is.
Oh, God, that's fun. And so one of the good things and one of the bad things about being a celebrity is when you're in the audience, often the person on stage says, well, look who's in the audience tonight. Come up here. So they called me up there. It was Thomas Lauderdale is the main guy. He's with the spiked blonde hair, and he plays the piano, and he's so talented. And I remember I was wearing this dress with red leather gloves and a red satin purse. I thought I looked kind of great, but I was bloated. I was so bloated, and I immediately, being a ham and a showbiz person, I didn't want to stand there because I'm taller than him, and my stomach was wider than he was. And so I, in my quick thinking, jumped up on the piano. I thought if I could lie on the piano, no one will see my bloated stomach. But at one point, the show-off in me was like grooving with the music on top of the piano, and the next day in the paper was a picture of me in this dress, and what's with the stomach? What's the heading? You have no idea how humiliating that is. What's with the stomach? And the fact that I can get it, look at, I can get into this so easily now. I don't have the stomach, and I believe it's because of this guy, Gut Renew. If you got a stomach, you might give this a try. This has been like phenomenal. Alan and I have one every single morning. How about the one I made you yesterday?
I don't even know what it was. That a peanut butter?
Peanut butter. It was Caroline's. Caroline's an amazing. I don't want to call her a cook because it's beyond that. If she wanted to be a
food scientist.
Yeah, she. Well,
I think you can call me a great cook.
A great cook.
I'm not a chef. I'm not a trained chef.
Me
but-
too. I'm a great cook who's not a trained chef, but I have the feel, and you really have the feel. And so she put together most of the recipes for the smoothies in the Gut Renew. So I made one yesterday, and my blender conked out. So I went to the Cuisinart, and I threw in my frozen bananas, and I put in some coconut milk, and I then put some chocolate almond milk, and then I put some yogurt in there, and then I scooped a bunch of peanut butter in there. Well, the combination of the peanut butter and the frozen bananas and the almond milk, chocolate almond milk, and a big spoon of Scharfenberger powdered chocolate. I whipped it up. It filled each of our glasses right to the top, so I didn't have any left over in the Cuisinart bowl. How about that? How was it, Al?
It was incredible.
It was incredible.
I was happy to have another glass of it.
And there was no more. We each drank a half of a Cuisinart full of Gut Renew, chocolate, banana, coconut, almond, blah, blah,
And
a la Caroline.
And by the way,
Yum.
Purely Natural Debbie on Instagram says, I can't say enough about Gut Renew.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's
It is
amazing.
amazing.
My brother-in-law Bill is going to go on it. My sister, I was talking to her, and she said, "Do you think this would work for Bill?" I said, "Yeah," because he actually
Yeah.
likes to have a smoothie in the morning. People
And
think,
New York Girl Forever wants to know how much sugar is in it. It's 0 grams of
Yeah.
sugar. If you add fruit and things, you'll get fruit sugar in there, but
Yeah.
it has no grams of sugar.
"You think I'm a dummy? I wouldn't put sugar in something that's supposed to heal your gut." And so we're really proud of this. I really think that this is our next Thigh Master. I really do. We just ordered 72 tons of this, and I've told you that 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks, but I just can't believe it. Because that's like a half a pound, I guess. 72 tons.
She just said half a pound.
Yeah, it isn't? What do you think it
well,
is?
a ton is 2,000 pounds.
I know, I'm just trying to figure out like how much powder is in the Gut Renew bag.
Oh, how much is in the bag?
In the bag,
Oh, I thought
yeah,
you were
yeah.
equating 72 tons with
Yeah.
half a pound, and I was confused.
No.
I thought you were being Chrissy Snow for a moment.
Well, I have her in me. And I love her dearly. God, I had fun playing Chrissy Snow. I was looking at some photos of her the other day. You notice I talked about her as her because it was her and there was me. When I would get to the studio each day as me, and then we'd get the script out, and all of a sudden me would become her, and I would morph into her, and as long as we were rehearsing or working, I was her. I walked differently, my shoulders went up, my hands did this thing, my knees knocked, and I walked different. It was actually a phenomenal experience, and I heard on the was it the Oscars recently, some actor got up and he said, when you can morph into a character, that's when you he was talking about the how you can turn that into a success. And as I was sitting there, I thought, I never knew that, but I morphed into Chrissy Snow, and I loved her like she was an actual person. So for all of you who liked her, I'm glad you did, because I did too. What,
Okay,
Al?
breaking news here.
Yeah, what's breaking news?
Okay. In the Gut Renew bag,
Yeah.
there's 10.58 ounces. That's like almost 11 ounces. And for our Canadian and European viewers, the net weight is 300 grams.
And so how many ounces in a pound? 16?
Yes.
So that's like,
It's 11/16 of a pound.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my brother Danny. I hope you're watching, Danny. I love you so much. Danny Mahoney. And I want to tell you today, what I started out telling you, because I get off track, is remember when there were no catalogs and there was no online and you couldn't order from Amazon. There was no Amazon. How did Jeff Bezos not only figure out Amazon, but then go on to be, is he the richest man in the world?
I believe so.
I think he's the richest.
Well, he had a divorce not too long ago.
It didn't seem to matter.
That
She
may
got,
have impacted. But somebody keeps predicting that Amazon's going to go broke one day.
oh, Police.
bankrupt.
But remember how we started? I'll get to why I was talking about the catalog. Remember how we started? He made no profits initially. He undersold everybody. And so we started ordering from him, but it was less than what it was costing him. Remember that? That was his, that was pretty smart.
I remember because we would try to sell your books, and he was selling them for less than our cost.
Yeah.
And I remember us all saying, like, oh, well, he's just trying to get people to order from him, and he's losing money, and we didn't think that would ever turn around. What do you do?
You know that song, Ho, 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 Who's Got the Last Laugh Now? Yeah. Is he happy?
That's,
Are you happy being the richest man in the world? Huh?
that's very normal for large sellers of books. They will buy the books from the publishing company.
Yeah.
And I know what they pay, and I won't mention it. And then they sell them for $1 or $2 less.
Yeah.
Only the bestsellers. Like you've had 14 out of your 27 bestsellers. So
thanks, Al, for touting my praises.
every one of them has gone through this whole program.
Yeah.
Where they sell it for less than everybody else sells it for, and it's worth them because they're spending $1 or $2 to get a new name.
Yeah.
Plus the fact they have a list of all the books you like, and that's why you get little alerts every so often saying, I noticed that you bought the blah blah book. You may want to take a look at this.
Or when
one
you
too.
click on a blouse, I buy blouses online. You click on it just to look at it, to enlarge it. The next day you go, remember this blouse? You liked it yesterday, didn't you? Yeah. Well, today it's on sale for this. Did you? And then if you still don't buy it, the next day they go, remember you liked it yesterday and the day before, and now we're selling it for this. They're relentless.
We'll give it to you today.
And it eventually, I have found many times I go, I did like it, and they order it. It's like brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get back to my catalog story. So the first catalog I was ever aware of, ever in my life, was the first year of Three's Company, Dangerous. The first time I ever made a little money. And so this catalog would come. What are you doing, Al? Don't do that.
I got so many wires.
Yeah,
here.
don't walk over the wires.
No.
So the catalog would come selling stuff you don't need. Stuff you don't need. But because I could order it and I had an account, they would send it to me and it would arrive at my front door, and I'd come home from work and go, oh, a present. Forget that I bought it myself and paid for it myself, but I was just so delighted to get this present. And I realized, we women, you know what? We like presents. And so that was the inspiration for the Suzanne Selects box, because I'm you. I know exactly. So today in the box, and this, Caroline, you explain the box stuff, and then I'll talk about what's in
I
it.
think these might be some of our, if not all of our most expensive.
These are our most expensive products.
Yeah, first of all, the way the Suzanne Selects work, it's a monthly subscription, but you can choose to get it every month or every other month or every 3 months. It's up to you. You decide the frequency. It's always $39.99, and every month Suzanne puts something different in it. And it's always going to be worth at least $120, the retail value of the contents, but it's a surprise every month. So this month happens to be a very special one because it's one of our most expensive boxes, so you tuned in for a good one. But Suzanne's going to tell you the surprise for this month. And I just want to mention, you get billed every 30 days if you sign up to get it every 30 days. But if you would like to get your Suzanne Selects toward the beginning of the month, just call customer service and change the date so that you can get it earlier in the month. Because some of you, if you bought it on the 18th, we're going to bill you the next month on the 18th, and then it's going to get shipped out, so you won't get it until the end of the month. So get it earlier in the month. It's more
I want to ask you something, Caroline. Is Saul still handling our customer service?
Yeah.
Saul does some of our customer service, yes, but we've got
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, better call Saul. One of my favorite characters on TV. Oh my God. So anyway, Suzanne Selects box. Here's your present. It's going to come every month, every 3 months, whatever you want. Or if you don't want it, you don't have. We don't try to screw you in any way. All right. Today, it's peptides. I believe I have 4 books in my head right now I want to write. I was waiting for all the politics crap to get out of the way so I could start writing about health again. I didn't This year's book was A New Way to Age. I don't have one in the ready right now like I usually do because Ari wants to talk about politics and I don't. I want to just be happy. And but one of the books I have up here is to write about peptides. You make peptides in your body, you know. And in the beauty world, they've been talking about peptides this and peptides that for a while. Well, as you might imagine, we've taken it to the max. So we've got in the box, the first thing is the Firming Facial Cleanser with Tightening Peptides. The reason your skin holds itself together is because the peptides are doing that you are born with. We're born with a lot of different parts. Hormones are part of it, but peptides are part of it. So you put this on your dry skin. You want to hold that up, Al?
Sure.
Put this on your dry skin and get all the dry skin off of it. And you just keep like circular motions until you feel like you've really gotten rid of all the yuck, she says.
And this is for our French Canadian audience and our European audience.
Yeah.
This is nettoyant, rafraîchissant pour le visage,
Oui.
Peptide, restaurant, not restaurant, restaurant.
Zion, if you're watching, how do you do? And Leslie, if you're watching, how do you do?
Yeah.
All right, so that's how you wash your face with the tightening peptides. Okay. Then after you pat dry, and whatever I do, I'd like to put a hot steaming cloth on my face. I don't know, why does that feel so good? Feels so good. Then pat it dry, and then put on the 7-day firming cream with tightening peptides. First time, when we jarred this up, I thought, so do you use it for 7 days? No. It means after 7 days, you start going, my skin's looking tighter, brighter, nicer. You'll see it. This is a big go-to for me. I use this all the time. Okay, then this is the Firming Eye Serum Tightening with Tightening Peptides. Here you go. Now, don't use very much of this, please. It's just a waste because it's an expensive product. You put that much. Well, there's none coming out. Oh, that much, okay? That much. And that might even be too much. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like not even a full squirt.
No. Okay, use less than that if you can, but you probably won't. You do that, okay. Then you put it under your eyes. This is going to screw with my makeup, but I don't care. I'm doing this for you. This is how much I love you people. And then you just pull it out here and just hold it like that, okay? I know it's not an attractive look on me, but just hold it like that until you feel it kind of dry. If you use too much, you're going to get like a white film. You don't want a white film because you want to be able to do this day or night. You hold it like this. And then when it's completely dry, and I'm rushing it right now, it kind of stays. My name for this is eye spackle. You know what spackle does? I used to paint rooms and spackle and do all those things, and it's pretty great. Okay, the firming cream creates like a web, not like a spider web, but a web where it holds everything tight, tightening peptides. These three things are all with tightening peptides. Peptides are so expensive. What I want to write about in my next book is the peptides for the inside of your body. This is for the outside of your body, but it's all expensive and not easily manufactured. And of course, we've got it. So that will all be in here. And the value of today's box is, Alan, hold up the thing, $150.
Okay, the value is today $150, well, $149.
Yeah.
Let's call it $150.
Yeah.
And the Selects price is $40. Okay?
This is one of Suzanne's most expensive Selects boxes that we've done.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done anything this expensive. Well, we have, but only with more product, not with these three products.
Yeah, and this tightening peptide that you'll find in all three of these products, we had done just the eye serum, and it was such a spectacular. People were so crazy about it because what it does is it helps smooth out the crow's feet. So when you hold that under the eyes and bring it all the way up to the temple, and you can put it on over makeup because you're using such a light amount, and when you hold it there just for like 20 seconds, you can see as you pull your hand away, it appears to stay in the same place.
Do I look younger to you?
It's a temporary effect, but you can keep using it and use it again. If you use too much, it will get that white film. So it just
Which I'm probably getting
use
right now.
even less.
Do you know how much I love you? I put it over my makeup and ruined my makeup for you, but I wanted you to see. But
No, it doesn't ruin your makeup. It's designed to use over the makeup because it's so thin.
okay, didn't ruin my
Only if you
makeup.
use too much, it'll.
All right.
Suzanne was so crazy about that peptide that we developed a whole line to go with it. So then that firming peptide went in this 7-day cream. And like she said, it's like a crystal cobweb of proteins that hold the structure of the skin in place. That's what a peptide does topically for the skin. It's a very expensive ingredient, and it's amazing. So Suzanne she'll email me and say, "Oh my God, do I love this 7-day cream? Why do I love this cream so much?" So we've had great success with this, and not as many people tried it, so she wanted to put it in the box.
And the other reason we do the box is to allow you to try something you may not have thought to purchase, in the past. These are full sizes, so it's a great way to try products that we have. Believe me, it's expensive to keep creating new products, but man, it's a whole new world out there, and I love the organic message we have. I know at some point where all the chemical manufacturers of creams and cosmetics and everything, I know our little company is going to rise up and out and above, because you all know the benefit of using clean products. And what I'm trying to do in my life, and I hope I'm passing this on to all of you, is at what point when we're eating food sprayed with poison, who thought that was a good idea? And we're spraying our house with fresheners filled with chemicals. I see with my husband, who's allergic to all chemicals, going like crazy with it.
And to toxic people.
And to toxic people. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
No.
And I won't know.
No, because they may be watching and they feel,
That's true. And all the medicines and all just think of all the toxicity that we get to a point where I call it the toxic burden is at a point where it's choking us, and our livers, which are over here, stomach's over here, liver's over here, are groaning. And you don't want trouble with your liver. Your liver is your detox organ, and it is overworked right now with all the chemicals in the air and chemicals in the food and chemicals in the skincare. So I try to save my life by using chemical-free skincare completely, hair care, makeup. I clean my house with Suzanne Organics, and I know it's made a difference in our life. I know that. So that's what I bring to you.
Okay. Frances, and I won't use her last name,
All right.
said, quote, "Al's a pimp," which means she must have booked one of my male strippers for one of those afternoon ladies' lunches. Okay?
It was so great, Al.
Oh, yeah.
It was so great.
It was a little side business,
Yeah. So I went to our garden today, and because the artichokes are now going, "Hello, I'm an artichoke," and I've got all those artichokes. What gardens are so hard. I've got a whole wall full of artichokes. It's the last vestige of the garden. We've done the celery, we've done all the lettuces, we've done the cabbage, we've done the broccoli, we've done the cauliflower, we've done the Persian cucumbers, we did the tomatoes. They were so wonderful. The last thing left are the artichokes. And then I look down, and they're covered with aphids. Any of you have any organic answer to aphids?
I do.
What?
You use organic soap and water, but a very light. You don't use not a heavy duty, and you put that on, and it gets rid of all the little animals. And then once they're gone, then you flush it with the hose.
All right, so then we might have a fighting chance, because Oh, I've been so waiting for we are tonight for our dinner, Alan, having artichokes, not from our garden. I wasn't ready to pick that one that's going, hello, I'm almost ready. But don't you love artichokes? I love starting a meal with an artichoke and dip it in some great
I always thought they
lemon
were
dill
a
sauce.
pain in the neck.
Yeah, but you
gotta sit
you
there
like the way I do them, don't you? I take all the stuff out.
I've come to enjoy them.
Yeah. Well, I take all the hairy stuff out. I make it so easy it's like baby food for you.
Yeah.
A lot of your friends are saying to put ladybugs on the artichokes.
Ah, you're right.
Okay, you're
Yes,
absolutely
you're right.
And let me
Ladybugs.
tell you the other thing about ladybugs.
Uh-huh.
Only release them at night. If you release them during the day, they take off.
Oh.
Release them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. If they come in a shaker like salt shaker,
Yeah.
there are 1,000 in there
Yeah.
usually. You just shake them over the areas that have the bugs. But at night, after it gets dark. In the morning, gone.
Okay. So where do we order the ladybugs? You have to order them,
Garden
right?
Supply, yeah.
Where? Garden Supply?
Garden Supply.
Oh, that's what a natural
Yeah.
thing.
They must breed ladybugs.
Oh.
Can
We
you
have-
imagine ladybugs breeding?
So I have to tell you, Pineapple Balls has moved to our new house. Or no, Breadfruit
Really?
Balls.
This is beyond pineapple.
Yeah, breadfruit ball. I am not kidding. We have, for those of you who don't know, we have a herd of bighorn sheep who come to our property when they feel like it. Not every day, not all the time, not all season. They live a life of their own, but we do have a waterfall in the back, doesn't everybody? And the sheep come down. Some mornings I wake up, I look out our bedroom window, and there's 19 of them, the herd. And then most mornings they're not. And then there'll be some days when they're just a couple. But there's one, and we've all talked about before, that we've called Pineapple Balls. And from behind, I'm not kidding, it looks like two big pineapples hanging next to one another. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. But now there's a new one. The new one who's at the new house,
Yep.
and Caroline called him Breadfruit Balls. Wonga. Wonga. Just thought you'd like to know.
He's the only one who comes, and he stands up on the hill.
Like this.
Yeah, overlooking us. And
Yeah.
We stare at him and
Yeah.
make eye contact.
Yeah.
He doesn't go away.
Yeah.
He just stands there for, I don't know, an
But he
hour.
goes to that area we have where I have a vegetable garden plan that I can keep kind of walled in.
Well, he's
so
waiting.
he's waiting. But this stretch of out to the precipice, I plan, what do animals not like? They don't like artichokes, they don't like garlic, and they don't like onions. And I thought, that's the perfect place to plant a row on each side of artichokes, which are beautiful. Behind them, a row of onions, and behind that, the garlic. But I have a feeling fruit balls is going to like them. They eat trees and
Okay,
bushes.
but there was...
And by the way, they poop. These big, huge animals. Not to talk about poop, but I'm like an old Indian. I look for tracks when we go for our walk in the morning, and who pooped where, and oh, there's a coyote, and oh, well, that's a bobcat. But the big bighorn sheep, Pineapple Balls, they poop little rabbit poops. It looks like a rabbit was there. At first I thought, we have rabbits, but they eat bushes, and this is what comes out of them. Okay,
But
go
also,
on. Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
the place we bought had a sculpture.
Uh-huh. Yes.
It
Oh,
was the sculpture
right.
was- the sculpture
Right. That's so funny. I'm going to have a sip of my
was
tequila.
made out of steel and concrete, and it was embedded well into the ground. Okay? And one day,
It was a donkey.
there was a donkey.
Hmm. A ceramic donkey.
That's right. And one day, the breadfruit balls came
Took a
down.
liking.
We didn't see it, but somebody else did and reported, came down and looked at the donkey and thought,
I'm in love.
I'm in love, I could have her whenever I feel like it.
If it is a her.
He tried it, and obviously it didn't work. He got really irritated, and using only his horns, he kept bashing this thing until it fell down.
We have an abuser.
Yeah.
He's an abuser.
That's probably why he's alone. Who wants to be, with,
who wants to be with him?
Yeah.
Ew.
Exactly.
Anyway,
A lot
now...
of your friends are saying that the Bighorn sheep need gut renew.
Yes, they need gut renew. Yes, exactly, exactly. And now it's this sad thing. The ceramic donkey is lying on its side like it's dead, and nobody wants ceramic donkey now. So that's how interesting our life is.
Yeah. We lead a very insular life.
Yeah, it's the
But
greatest.
It's good.
Yep, yep,
You know?
yeah.
We've done all the outside stuff. We've done all the spreading around. And, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, one of the great things about our life right now, it's been 2 years or more since we have been on an airplane.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
I don't miss it
And
at all.
Most people, you know, like being on airplanes because it means they're going somewhere on vacation.
Why would I want to go anywhere? I like it here.
It meant, you know, work. And we have.
Oh, we did it for so long.
Oh, it was awful. In the 80s, we were on 3, 4, 5 airplanes a week.
Back and forth from the East Coast to the West Coast. I was on the road. I was doing one-nighters, and then we would do all the book tours and everything. And in the summer, we'd go on tour, and we'd bring Bruce and Steven to work as crew. And I got so sick of traveling. I don't care if I ever travel again. I really don't. I love our life, and I love being here. And it's a little hot in the summer, but I have a lot of projects for this summer. Now I'm going through, when you're moving from a house you've lived in for 45 years, I'm going through all the photo albums. What do? You can't get rid of them. You have to. You know, a photo album I just looked at, Caroline, was you and Bruce on your honeymoon in Greece.
Oh,
That was you must have given me that album. You two had a good time. It almost made me blush as the mother, going, "Ooh, I shouldn't be looking at that." Ooh, yeah. So,
Alan, Ramona Kemper came in a little late. She was wondering if you guys could just quickly run through what's in the box because you had some people join us late.
oh,
Okay.
well, here's the box.
First of all, I'll tell her what the deal is.
Yeah,
Okay. Here's the deal. I'm sorry to cover up your face, Suzanne.
it's all right. I'll take a sip of tequila when you do that.
Business is business. The retail value is $150. You pay $40. That's a $110 discount. And even though it's only 3 items this time, usually we have more. These are probably 3 of the most expensive things.
And what is her name?
Whose name?
We had a few friends who came in late.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't remember who went by.
What we've been talking about, for those who just joined us, is peptides and the magic of peptides and the magic of peptides in beauty. And it's been known for years in the beauty world that peptides are wrinkle targeters. And what we put in, I always think our product is better because it's not a single chemical. I want to show you once again this little dark circle right here. You can't see it, but when you get it home, it says certified toxic-free. What that means, to earn that insignia, to put on your products, and I have them on almost all my products. Few of them didn't make it, like some of the makeup doesn't have it because we got it as clean as we could, but there's a point where to get the depth of color that you're going to want to use it, you have to use some things that I'd rather not use, but until we find a better way to do it, we are bringing you the cleanest makeup for the most part that we can. Anyway, to earn that little insignia, have very strict guidelines. It has to be grown organically, extracted organically, and nothing upwind or downwind of the product can be toxic to contaminate it. That's hard to do, and we've done it. So, in this box, it may not look like much. There are 3 products. Sometimes we have more. But what's the value of this, Alan?
The value is $150.
$150 if you paid full price. But today, because you're getting this Suzanne Selects box, it's $40. And as Caroline explains, is that it's like getting a present every month, or maybe you want it every 3 months. Or what are the other configurations they can have, Caroline?
You can get it every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months.
Yeah.
And you can pause or cancel very easily at any time. You can just order it once if you just want today's deal. Just order it once, sign up, and then you can cancel.
Yeah, we're not one of those companies where you sign up and then we keep sending it. Have you ever done that? It makes me so mad. Oh, here's Al.
Okay.
Didn't you all want to see Big Al?
Okay.
Here's Al.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
Al.
They do, but Suzanne, just run through those 3 products for the people who
forget
came in
about
late. They
Al.
just wanted to
Okay.
see what those 3 products were.
The firming facial cleanser with tightening peptides. So you put this on all over, and then take it off with a warm cloth, and the peptides start doing their work. And then after that, then you put the 7-day firming cream. Doesn't mean you only use it for 7 days. It means that after 7 days, you start seeing the effects of tightening peptides, and it creates like a crystal. How did you describe it? It was so beautiful the way you said
crystal
it.
netting.
Well, it's like a crystal cobweb of proteins that help support the structure of the skin.
A cobweb.
So this is,
Crystal cobweb.
these are all the amazing things that Suzanne comes up
And
that help support the structure of your skin, which helps you, the appearance of less lines and wrinkles.
And the peptides, the crystal cobweb does kind of that.
Yeah,
Haven't we
also-
all, as we're getting older, you look in the mirror and you go like that, you hold skin back?
Yeah. Also,
What, Al?
don't put it on while you're smiling, because then you'll have to walk around like this.
He's embellishing.
Yeah. And then finally, he embellishes and he lies, but that's why we love him. The last thing is the firming eye serum with surprise tightening peptides. But I'm going to show you this little example again. Don't use very much. You'll waste. It's expensive. Don't waste. Half a squirt, okay? That's it. That's it. No more than that. Or you're just wasting. And then rub it between the 2 fingers. And then bring it under your eyes like this. And hold it there. Okay? Just hold. I know it's not my most attractive look, but hold it there and hold it
No, it
there.
actually looks good. Do you know that that's the most popular pose on Instagram is the one-handed side swoop where you hold your eye up.
Really?
Yes. Well, keep swooping. Swoop all the way up to the temple.
Wow. Okay.
Swoop below,
all right.
yeah,
And then you bring it all the way up there. But,
Oh, is that that thing that- is that that-
side, and
is
then
that
it
that
looks like
thing
you
that-
got a brow lift.
Is that the thing that gets rid of?
You know how when people hold one side of their face and they kind of yank it as they hold it?
yeah. Huh. I didn't know that,
Caroline,
but-
are you talking about the thing that gets rid of the wrinkles on camera, and the bag under the eye?
No, when people just take their Instagram selfies,
Oh.
they hold one side of their face up, and they make it just look like it's just a casual pose, but it pulls the eye up, so it gives you like that, that brow lift.
Okay, by the way, the thing that gets rid of bags under the eyes, I'm not going to mention the name of it because there are several versions of it, but that originally was for hemorrhoids. Okay, I'm not going to do any jokes
Don't.
about doing
Don't. Restrain
hemorrhoids
yourself. Restrain yourself.
under your eyes.
Restrain.
Or you can use Suzanne's products, which have no pegs and no
And they're not
parabens.
hemorrhoids.
That's not for hemorrhoids.
Searches the globe for the
Okay,
botanical
I better
actives
leave.
that
No, don't
do
leave.
the
Isn't
best
he
job
cute?
for
Don't leave? Okay, I
anti-aging.
won't leave.
Look how
And
cute he
one
is.
of your only product lines that isn't certified toxic-free is the nail polish because of the colors in the nail polish. Your makeup, it would qualify. We just can't get the manufacturer to send it to
I know.
the certified
I know.
toxic-free agency.
I
So
can't wait.
it 100% would qualify because it's only minerals in there.
I know.
They just will not send it
I'm
to
glad
the
you
toxic-free
explained that.
agency. So.
I never know how far I can go. I'm glad you explained that because I love our makeup, and I wish they would go that extra mile for
It's
us.
clean.
Clean.
I mean, that product
It's
is
so
super
clean. Our makeup is so clean that you shouldn't do it. But there are nights you come home, you're late, and you've had a good time, and you look great, right? There are times when I look in the mirror and I think, what a shame I got to take all this off. I look so great. And when I wake up in the morning, he'll look at me and I look great. But you know what? You don't, because you wake up and you're all skanky with the black.
No, I like it. I like it when you don't take off your makeup.
You do?
No, because it shortens the time that it's going to take.
Oh, he
before
likes
you
me to get into bed with him, yeah.
Okay, because I don't go to sleep until you get there.
You don't?
Okay, no, I don't.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Yeah, I can't go to sleep
Oh.
before you get there. Otherwise, I worry about what's happening.
Oh, well, I don't want you to work.
No.
Anyway, There
Well,
was some,
those are the 3 items in the box. It's the tightening peptide cleanser, the 7-day cream with tightening peptides, and also the eye serum with tightening peptides. 3 of Suzanne's very high-end products with that very expensive ingredient to help target the lines and the wrinkles and help give you the appearance of that lift that we would all like.
yeah, he's good. You like. All right, now you can go.
To follow
Thank you.
up on what you just said, I just heard this morning that Dolly Parton wears her makeup to bed.
And she keeps a wig next to her bed. So God forbid
Yeah.
she's got to go in a hurry. She can just stick the hat on.
In
I
case
love
of
Dolly
tornadoes,
Parton.
She doesn't want to, if anything happens in the middle of the night, she doesn't want to be caught without her makeup on.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's kind
Love
of
Dolly.
scary.
Well, actually,
No,
we
I'm
knew-
talking about myself, not Dolly. Dolly's a doll.
We knew about a famous Hollywood couple who got married. And once they got married, they built an extra wing onto their house so that each one of them could have their own wing where they would sleep and do all their stuff. And
What a marriage,
in
huh?
In the morning, both of them would come out in full makeup with the rug.
He
on.
wore a rug. She
With the
wore a
rug.
wig. Yeah. What a marriage. Anyway, different strokes for different folks. That's what worked for them. You know what I love about you, Al? You don't care if I'm all done up or I'm not all done up. You look at me in a way that you think I'm beautiful no matter what, and I know I'm
Absolutely.
not.
No, it's true. With
See,
makeup,
he's
without
so
makeup. Yeah, without your hair being done,
Yeah.
being done.
yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
all the, I like them all.
yeah, you
I
do.
like them all.
You do. Well, I'm going to stay with you. You're a keeper.
Okay. thank
You're a
you.
keeper.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know what I
Forever
would do.
and ever.
I would have to go back to my old ways, and we don't want to do that.
Hey, Alan, can you just put the 3 products in front of the camera for Tamara? She wanted to just see the labels of the 3
Yeah.
products.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Go start with the cleanser, okay? Go in order.
Okay.
I like order.
Okay, I know you do.
I do.
Okay, this is the firming facial cleanser
Yeah.
right here.
With tightening peptides.
The tightening peptides,
Okay.
Okay.
And next,
There it is. Okay.
yeah.
C'est nettoyant, raffermissant pour le visage au Peptide restaurant. Not
That's-
restaurant, restaurant. Okay.
That's Alan speaking
Now
French
what's next?
ish. Next is a 7-day
Just a
firming.
moment, I didn't show this to Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook.
Do it in
There it
French.
is. Okay. All right. I won't do the
Okay.
French again because it's painful for people who speak French to listen to me.
Oh, okay. No, it's
struggle.
not. It's charming. Here's a
It's
7-day
okay.
firming cream
Okay, this
with
is
tightening peptides.
the firming cream with
Yeah.
tightening peptides. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then
here it is. For Facebook. There it is.
and last but not least, firming eye serum with tightening peptides. This is let's call it spackle. Okay,
It is.
just gonna make you look better. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
for Facebook.
there
Did
it
you
is.
notice, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have the awfulness at the top of the show like we often had, trying to get this to work and that's you did it, Al.
I
You
know.
and Caroline worked it out. You did it.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
because you got to set nice and early.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
an hour early.
Yeah.
I think we should do that every show. Get here an hour early.
Whatever you say, I'm in. I want to
Yes.
be here 3 hours before
Yeah,
the show.
no, just 30 minutes before, that's all. Just,
Yeah, we actually used to cut it so short that we'd be waking up from our nap 10 minutes
Yeah,
before
I'd be like
showtime.
patting my cheeks to get a little color.
and then don't forget that when Suzanne has like 4 minutes before the show, she likes to talk to Michael about everything that's happening for
Yeah,
the rest of the week.
yeah,
That's right.
I've got that. No, it's usually day by day. It's about what we need tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm making.
Right, so I'm like, we're doing a show in 4 minutes.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm making pesto again because I finished the whole batch that we used last week. And what's left over tonight we'll have with our lamb chops tonight. I can't wait for dinner
Okay,
tonight.
Oh, and I made your pesto too. It was
I
Chantal-
saw that you did it so good. Wow.
Chantal wants to know, how do we get the monthly box? You go to SuzanneSummers.com and click on it. You either get it once a month, every 2 months, every 3 months. whatever you want.
Yeah.
Maybe every 4 months. I don't
Yeah.
know. Doing every 4 months, I don't know. Anyway,
It's kind of what they want, right, Caroline?
Yeah, you can. The subscription you pick every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months, but you can pause it if you want to. So you can really get it as frequently or as infrequently as you like.
And we will never, and I'm saying this indelicately, screw you. That's not what our company is. I when I had the pain from my surgery and I didn't want to take painkillers anymore, I ordered this natural pain relief. And what bothered me was the next month another month's worth came. And I didn't ask for it. And the next month another month.
you know what I did? I stopped it. Because I called in and said, I'm trying to stop this, and you don't stop it. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. So if you don't stop this, as soon as we get off the phone, I'm calling the Better Business Bureau. Okay?
Yeah.
Mention that if you want to stop it. By the way, the little mother in the chandelier above you just moved. She's sitting on a baby today. This is
we have a baby. We had a baby yesterday.
Our fourth family
There's a baby up there going.
that has used the chandelier.
Yeah, they
this
just
year.
move. As soon as this one leaves, another one comes. It's nice. I like your apartment. I'll just stay there.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, I say this all the time. I love quotes, but that Frank Lloyd Wright quote that I'm paraphrasing. It's not exact, but nature is the only face of God you will ever see. And when I look at this chandelier and how it puts out family after family after family, and has for 45 years here, it really makes my heart soar.
The little doves. It's little doves.
Little doves.
We have a hummingbird nest as well, but it's the little doves. And we have a family of roadrunners living on the property, but we don't know where they live.
We haven't seen one snake all year, not one.
They live
because of the roadrunners. They go.
Roadrunners live on snakes.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. And so whenever I see, we saw one this morning.
We haven't seen a snake for years.
No, when I saw a roadrunner this morning, and I said, "I bow to you. I bow to you."
Baby.
Yeah, they're so cute. They look like beep 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 beep. Yeah.
And the baby didn't run away. The baby just sat there and we stared at each other.
No.
As soon as we started talking, the baby took off. It was like, oh, what's that noise?
Yeah, yeah.
I think you know what it is? They like the idea of making eye contact, and then we bow our heads so they know that we're not a
predator. Because
as soon as we open our mouth and start saying nice things like, oh, you're so cute, that's when they take off.
No, but I think it's very important with animals, so that they don't feel threatened, is you bow and you look down so that they don't have this eye contact thing. And every time I do that with any animal, bird, anything, it's like, oh, okay, all right, you're safe.
I remember when we were working in Vegas for all those years. And
loved it.
One of the
God,
shows, I loved it. We had an elephant that we used to ride a couple of times
Tanya.
a night. And the trainer actually showed us a film that he had someone hold the camera. He was in Africa, and he got very close to a large male and a large female with a couple of babies. And I think the male felt threatened and started to charge the trainer. The trainer got down on his hands and knees and put his forehead on the ground.
Yeah. How brave.
I just couldn't do that.
I don't know. I think it made such sense to me. You can't outrun them.
Yeah, right. This giant male elephant with two huge tusks stopped inches away from him.
But having known an elephant that intimately, as you and I got to know Tanya, I think of Tanya, the elephant that we worked with all those years at the Hilton when I was starring in the Moulin Rouge. She's a human being. Their brains are bigger than ours. She's so smart. And one night, after I left the show, after I don't know how many years, I was working at the Riviera, and we're driving home. We now had a home in Vegas. We built a ranch outside of the Strip. We're driving home, and we're passing the Hilton, which is where the Moulin Rouge was. And I said, God, I'd love to see Tanya again. And so we decided to go in the back parking lot, and we went through the back door, down the elevator, and down to where my dressing room used to be, which my dressing room was Elvis's dressing room. We didn't change a thing. I wanted it Well, it was your idea, and you were right, because they were going to completely redo Elvis's dressing room for me, and Alan said, no,
No, I wanted
leave the shag,
yeah.
orange carpet, and the crappy everything.
And the first night we opened,
Yeah,
guess who knocked at the door?
yeah.
Elvis's manager,
Colonel Parker. You and he were great friends.
And guess who came every single night? We were doing the show 7 nights a week, Colonel Parker.
Yeah,
And
you learned
I-
a lot from him,
I
too.
learned all the Elvis secrets.
Yeah.
And all the Colonel Parker merchandising
Yeah.
concepts that he had. I mean, he came over here. His name wasn't Colonel Parker.
Yeah, who was he?
Well, I know his real name, but I won't say it.
All right.
He was born in
Well, he's
Holland,
gone now.
And when he was 15 years old, I think he was around 15, he stowed aboard a ship that was bound for New York City. And he got off the ship, and I think his first job was working in a little traveling circus. And he was in charge of the dancing chickens. And there was a little tent.
I hate this story.
And as soon as they got 10 people in the tent at 10 cents a piece, he would turn out the lights and then hit another button that turned a spotlight on the cage for these two chickens.
It's an awful story.
And music would play.
It's awful. This is an awful story.
Chickens would start dancing.
Because it had hot feet.
So I said,
It's called...
how did that happen? Were they trained chickens? And he said, no. He said, we had a hot plate.
Awful,
under the
awful,
floor.
awful.
That's horrible.
Horrible. Thank you. I told you.
Alan,
It's an awful story.
Animal torture stories
Awful.
are not allowed.
I know. I told you.
Okay, no, just a little,
I told you in advance that I know this is a horrible story. But let me now...
That makes me so sad.
Let me finish with a nice story.
Okay.
So that night I said, let's go see Tanya. So we come down the elevator. We come past my old dressing room.
By the way, would you feel better about putting live lobsters in boiling water?
And then there's that.
Alan, that's two.
Just checking.
No.
So
Just
let me
checking.
finish my story because I tell nice ones, but you gotta love Al. He's bad boy Al. And so we come down and we get close to Tanya's dressing room, which is, she's got hay and stuff like that. And I start feeling nervous. Both of us did. My heart was pounding. And I looked around the door and I said, Tanya, and she went like that. And she lifted her head and her ears start flapping and flapping and flapping. And I opened the latch and I came in and I started rubbing her neck like you do with a cat. You know how you rub here? And she started nuzzling into me, and then she nuzzled into Alan. She was purring, and I am not kidding. She had tears in her eyes. She was like, it was the most, and I thought, she's more evolved than we are. She's a human being with a bigger brain. Oh,
Okay,
I loved that
So we're not going
elephant.
to tell the end of this story.
No, please don't.
Okay?
No.
By the
What
way,
we're going to remind everyone is that Suzanne's products are cruelty-free. No animal
Yes.
testing on any
Yeah,
Suzanne
there'll be no
products.
chickens dancing on hot plates in ours.
Okay. Sandy DeMarco said, I know at times that Al is viewed as an old chestnut. Did you know that? Sure, yeah. Well,
Thank you,
What does that
Sandy.
mean?
but his stories, jokes, and his soul and appearances are ageless. Let's see, there's more here. What did it say?
Thank you, Sandy.
Can't click on it.
He's a doll. Al's,
Ageless. Thank you, Sandy.
he likes to be the bad boy, but I'm telling you something about Alan. He's the kindest, most loving, most loyal.
Don't wreck my character, okay?
He has every attribute you would hope you could find in a man, and I thank God every day for you. As I do for all of you out there. I think we're at the end of our show. These hours just whiz by. I was going to do some teaching tonight, but let's do teaching on it's Thursday, right? Thursday and Friday?
And tomorrow. We're back tomorrow, Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay.
sorry, Wednesday, 1 o'clock. We are back at 1 o'clock tomorrow. It's a
What are we
daytime
doing?
show.
I actually haven't looked at the schedule. Am I cooking? No.
It's a gut renew show.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow, 1
All right.
o'clock, gut renew.
All right.
And
So when I talk about gut, I always like to teach at some point in each show. And I didn't do much teaching tonight because I was glad to be back after the long weekend and everything, which we had such a good time. I hope you all had a great weekend and remembered those who allowed us to be able to enjoy life in America, being free. And
Well, you could sing "Teach Me Tonight."
I could, but
Just have let's a few notes.
did you say I've got a lot to learn?
Yeah, that's it.
Until my neck is completely healed, I don't have my top note,
No.
so I
That
will
was
as soon as it all comes back.
That was beautiful.
I am a songbird. I love to sing. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.
Bye, guys.